What say you there, Pilgrim? I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Depraved. I was going to say Banished. It's a bit like Banished, but it's got more cowboys, and there you go. Anyway, recently we've been having a spot of bother with death, as you can see by the town. Come on, go. Oi, you, doctors, pronto. Come on, go to the doctors. Off you go. Go on, go get healthied. In fact, no one wants to go to the doctor. I don't know what they're up to. Anyway, yes, doctors. I need people to go to the doctors. But before we go any further, I wanted to address the dead horse situation by actually selling some. In fact, I'm going to sell 10 of them. Well, that was the easiest $250 I've made so far. And maybe that will lead to the other horses being put away, and then I'll sell them as well. Let's up the tempo a smidge here. Now, as you can see, there is a problem or two around town. Spock, go get yourself to the dock there. Everyone's got the ruddy sniffles, and hopefully we can address that. And since I have now discovered the sell horse button, I'm going to suspend the creation of the new stable, because we don't need to have a second stable. There we go. That was good. Thank you to those who have been pointing this out to me for the last 3 episodes, but such are the dangers of recording many episodes at once. However, we are making progress. We now have 43 pioneers, which means we've got an awful lot of good stuff unlocked. And once we're on the other side of the intro, I'll walk you through a couple of the things we're going to build next. So stick around. Stone me, this place is grisly. I mean, look, you've effectively got the man from the Southern Comfort ad there, except he hasn't got his drink. But he's who is that? He's just wandering around town with his shirt off in the middle of winter. It's Jimmy Totten. Of course it is, and he's a builder. And like all good builders, Jimmy doesn't need a shirt. He's quite happy just to stand around and soak it up. But yes, we've got a few corpses kicking about the place, and several of you suggested that a graveyard would be a good idea. I think so too. The only reason I've not already built one is I'm a little short on space at the moment. I need 10,000 of your Wild West bucks there in order to get me to the next point of expansion, and I'm working on doing that, relatively swiftly. Are we full up on? We are. Look, 1, 2. I'll tell you what. If I can keep flogging horses, and I mean that in the sense of selling them, then that'll do nice. What's going on here? What are we hoarding here, chaps? Right, in there we've got firewood, we've got some water, we've got some grain, clothing, yeah, good, metal parts, and some shooters. Marvellous. This will be unloading the wagon that just came in, because obviously we're trying to flog grain at the same time, in order to keep the readies coming in while we're trying to buy meat, I guess. There's not an awful lot of point in buying meat until we can cook it, but we're well on the way there. As you can see, the pig farm is now it's got pigs, therefore it does qualify as a pig farm. And then the butcher's has been completed. We've got 2 shacks waiting to be built. That's the word. Going on there. And then we've got some new options. Let's have a look at them, shall we? So we have the saloon. Oh, well, I mean, I could defer and go and build something else and go, no, we'll save the saloon for... No, we're going to have the saloon as quickly as possible. And then beyond that, we've got nothing in there. We have a distillery. Makes alcohol from grain and water. Oh, I'm all about that. But we also then have the mill, and we have a bakery, and that will allow us to do marvellous things. So that takes us to 4 separate buildings now. And actually, I imagine my saloon isn't going to be up to much until I've actually built some booze. Still not quite able to pioneer in terms of mining yet. We need 30 settlers for that, and I'm reliably informed that in order to get to settlers, I have to upgrade my shacks. Where's the upgrade shack button? 2 firewood. I've clicked it, nothing happened. I can blow it up. Not much doing there either. Maybe we're not ready for that yet. I'd steer clear of the horses there, lads. It's they do have a bit of fly action going on. Just you know, just for your own health and safety. But we do have another grain farm coming up. So I think a distillery is a fine idea. Now, I'm reserving the space near... I don't know, I was reserving a space. Which space was I reserving? It was betwixt Doctor und Church. So around here was where I was going to stick the saloon. It feels like a good place for a bit of a dust-up, a bit of a showdown once in a while. 51 citizens now. Oh, magic. Nowhere near enough food. I don't know what they're eating. I mean, you know, dead horse, I suspect. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. The distillery uses rather a lot of space. I'm not entirely certain I've actually, I've got any. Can we squeak you in there? No. Okay, well, the only other space I've got is on the other side of the river. I mean, if I were to do some kind of jaunty angle, we might be able to just, you know, slide it on in there. No, it's not going to work. No, we would have to destroy in order to create. I mean, unless we made the still kind of a focal point in town, and I don't think that's a good idea. Can we get a mill? Yes, we can. All right, okay, well, makes sense. So there's one. My goodness, quite a lot of horses died there outside the grain farm. Might not want to ask too many questions about that. So actually, right here is in between both those grain farms. So this is a good place for a mill. We'll stick it in there and get that working at least. Because then we have the choice to flog flour, if nothing else. The working area of a building is now empty. Okay, which stone? All right, fine. Stone chap. Stone chap? Hello, stone chap. Where shall I send you next? Let's hope there's not too many, you know, varmints in the area. Here we go. This should do nicely. 50 more stone in there. Marvellous. Now, as once I get to the point that I can slow down on the volume of building, then I should be able to amass a few more resources for later. There's a couple of unowned horses out there, you know. We could acquire them, and with my newfound horse mercantilism trait that I've got going on, we could make hay from that. Well, we'll make money from it anyway. I don't think horses turn into hay necessarily, and we've still got a horse surplus kicking around. By all means, people, keep bringing the horses in. I'll keep selling them. I'll chuck them out. In fact, let's get another 5 sold now. There you go. That's more than enough for all of my capable riders to capably ride. And that should be good. So we're 2.5 Gs, which is how people describe it, short of our next expansion, which is quite pricey, but I'm okay with that. We're bringing 116 every week, month, every period. We're bringing in another 116. What have we actually got in stock here? Not an awful lot of anything. What have we... did I accidentally say buy there? I want to sell. No, where was it showing? It was showing me volumes. Here we go, look. Right, I've got 46 grain still in stock. I've got 71 water. That's good. I got naff all of anything else. I got some clothes. Okay, but the price of clothes is pitiful compared to the price of the hides and the wool. So I'm going to keep hold of my clothes and hope the market rebounds at some point. But $2 a throw for a bushel of grain. Does grain come in a bushel? Possibly not. But I mean, you know, stone and wood, they both go for a bundle. I think I'm going to build, and I know this was a suggestion as well, so I'm, you know, as much as I'm going to make out like this is a radical idea that I've just had, it's a radical idea that was suggested to me. I'm going to build another woodcutter and another stone merchant because there is cash to be made from these things, and if nothing else, there is swifter expansion to be had from a successful deployment of a new industry. Right, well, there we go. As ever, I've maxed my queue. Let's up the tempo to maximum. Which, I mean, you know, you say it's maximum. They don't trot around at warp speed or anything. They still gamble at a leisurely pace. But overall, it's not looking too bad. I think we will sell some water just to free up some space in my my solo warehouse. We've got two watts it's full. Whatever you decide a watts it is. Right, sell water, yeah, and we shall sell at least 20. All right, 26 works for me. There we go. Right, now up to 140 a month, which means we've got at least one more shack now operational. No, not that one. Town is really starting to come on. We've now got 60 pioneers. I can't feed any of you. I mean, if you came here in the hope of procuring some food, you are plumb out of luck, amigos. Yeah, out of luck is what you are. The city centre outhouse, which is right next to the warehouse. I'm just spitballing here, but that might not be the best place for it. Let's get another couple in the queue. We'll put them as low priority. Do we want it out next to the sheep? Yeah, I think next to the sheep is a plum spot for. There you go. You can sit here, and on a nice hot day, you can leave the door open and just observe the sheep doing their thing. I don't know, maybe that has a stimulating factor, or maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Oh, Lorks. Hello, chaps. The Smith gang, 3 of them, are demanding all manner of nonsense that they're not going to get, so we'll tell them to do one, and then we'll go and do them. Although, it has to be said, do I have sufficient workforce to make that... sufficient mercenary force to make that happen? Who's this? Oi, Odell, go to the doctors. And whoever this is, Charlie, when you finish doing what you're doing, doctors. I do like how most of my townsfolk are just kind of standing around. Ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir, and so forth. Seems to be how they fill their days. I mean, I've got projects on the go here, folks. Right, Jan, go to doctors. Come on, I've got the cure for the common cold. You should make use of it. Burton, doctors. I'm only sending you people to the doctors so you don't all start spreading the lurgy. We do not want the lurgy. Right, okay. Well, the working area for my original lumberjack is Sans Lumber. There may be quite a lot of lions, tigers and bears up there, so where's my hunter? Hunter, I left him around here somewhere. He's around here. I know I built him here around here somewhere. Where are you? Sawmill, stonemason. Okay, stonemason. What? Where are you working? Oh, interesting. I already had 2 stonemasons. Oh, it's good that I'm paying attention, huh? Okay, right. Well, let's find you some stone to go and mace. Yeah, I'll go mace the same block of stone. Oh, like, crikey, these guys really are close to town. Who's this on the patrol? Odell's on the patrol. Right, let's slow things down a smidge. I think we need to round up a posse. Yeah, come here, Kirkus. Get over here. Now it's 3 on 3 at the moment. Get down here. I'm rounding up all of my fine gentlemen gunslingers, of which I have 4. It's going to be 4 on 3. I've got 1 rifle. Rifles are what you want because they allow you to get stuck in at range. Come on, Dutch. Get up here. There is a real possibility I'm going to need to recruit some more after this. I suspect I'm not going to come out with a 100% roster after this is done. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let's put you there so that they don't go wandering off. Let's put you there. You come here, and then Dutch, you get over here as well. Come here. There we go. That should probably do the trick, I hope. Although, Kirkus, I gave you new instructions, mate. Come on. Don't wander off. I've given you, there you go. Come on. Come on. Trot on. Let's go. No, whatever you think you're doing it wrong. Over here. You're armed. That's Spock. That's me hunter. Right, okay, what I was going to do is I'm going to put Spock over here. Spock, your work may be cut out for you, mate, but I need you to get it done so that I can turn this into a new lumber situation. FYI. And meanwhile, we'll get you working over here. It's not going to keep you occupied for long, but it should do. Right, here we go. Regulators! Go get them! Go waste... No, waste John Smith rifle first. He's got the good gun. And we're on. Come on. One down. Good. Whack this guy. Oh, we lost one as well. Come on. Win the game. Frontier Justice time. Good. 2 down. Oh, two of mine are down. Oh, this is not good. Was your favourite lawman dispatched? Come on, fellas. There we go. Well, it could have been a lot worse. It was quite bad. Dutch is dead. Sorry, Dutch fans. And then... and Jan van der Veen was also there. Who's this? Gunslinger is on their way. Ah, good. You've turned... Oddly enough, I have an opening. You're hired. Stillman Sitchley. Hello, Stillman. Well, there's... you can go and patrol no man's land over this side of the bridge. You can keep your horse. I mean, if you decide to park it, that's up to you, but you can keep it. I don't mind that. Speaking of horses, we've got 16 in the stable. We've got one that's currently parked up. I'm hopeful that Odell is on his way to go get medicaled. Anyway, Kirkus came out of that smelling of roses. I don't know how many kills he got under his belt there, but he came away without a scratch. Now, if I could just send the team out to come and loot this lot. Look, we got shooters galore. It's a Winchester. That's quite handy. We got some horses. We could go steal all these things. Find me a regular labourer. Hello, Littleton. How's about you come and grab this Winchester? Yeah. I know. Yeah, we'll all find it useful. I mean, maybe I should send the Reverend out to come pick it up. That way he won't be corrupted by any violent impulses. I don't know if violent impulses are likely or not. A working area has been worked to death. Stillman! Get yourself a horse, mate. Right? That way I can dispatch you when the need arises. It's also quite... Oh, never mind. I was going to mount Spock on a horse as well, but he's taken a call of nature at the moment. We are quite close to 10k though, and that's very promising. Planks rolling out. 60 population. Everything is coming up. Failurwood. Who's this? And is Odell. Right, Odell. I'm going to give you a new gig there, man. Odell, stand still long enough for me to give you a new gig. You go and patrol the city centre. Littleton. Horse, mate. Go get a horse. Alright, and once you've got a horse, I'll send you over yonder side of the river. Well, I don't know what these jokers are up to. Why are you putting your horse away? There you go. Right, now, you come and work up... Who's this? Oh, Littleton now has a rifle. Oh, I do beg your pardon. Yes, my mistake. Well, you're a pioneer with a shooter now, aren't you? Oh, that's really not what I had in mind. But I suppose you're hired. position is defensive. Yes, you can go and just hang around out here, and position is defensive. Stance is offensive. Be as offensive as you please. But you live out there now with your newly found Winchester. Right, enjoy it. Kirkus, I'm going to redeploy you as well. I don't know if I can upgrade Littleton to fully fledged gun dude. Stillman, go get a horse. Right, and then once you're done, get back over there and get back to work. Because winter is here. I mean, it's not going to be here for much longer, and then hopefully we'll be able to burst forth into the new year with the delights of a fully functioning village. I'm going to stick another public convenience next to the pig farm. I think they make for great neighbours. What I'm going to try and avoid is putting a convenience in the vicinity of a water source, because I'm smart. Right, here we go. Stillman. Yes, you are a gunslinger. Yes, you are. Go over here and sling. Stillman. Sling gun, Stillman. Okay, there you go. Over here. Yeah, you got it. Don't just knock about with Zeds over your head there, Sunshine. Well, there's work to be done. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll take you over there myself, and then you can figure it out on your own. Good lad. Well done. Smashing. Right. Well, I mean, the hazy icon actually is very useful for showing who among your population is actually tooled up, and that's going to work out just lovely, I hope. Right. You are currently mining, I believe. What's our stock look like? We've got 1 plank and 1 lump of stone. This is not filling me with a massive amount of confidence. As far as ongoing growth is concerned, but we are perilously close to being able to upgrade. In fact, we're not even perilously close. We're there right now, and that's exactly what we're going to do at the start of the next episode. I know, I let you down gently, or not, as the case may be. Thank you for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Let's have a quick look at where we started. As you can see, some of the death has now been cleaned up, and we've even got time for Ansley here to just kick around, hollering. Here's Jenny, moseying. Yes, that's definitely what. What's this joker doing? Melinda is malingering. There we go. Right, and that's your lot. Sling a subscription at me if you feel like watching more of this kind of caper, and be sure to hit that like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, the like button is entirely optional in that case. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!